Hey guys, Taro here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Faymonville approach. Playing for today, spawning in the north, we have PauL against the Soviet Union. He's going with armored assault. He's probably the guy who made this doctrine popular with his play in the first couple of weeks of ESL. So no real surprises there. In the south, we have Dusty playing as Austere. His loadout is German mechanized Ostrupen and Lightning. Well, most of the time when you see Dusty, you see him use Ostrupen, but Ostrupen not really that effective against Soviets, so I'm not going to see that here today, even though he does have one Ostrupen bulletin. And we see PauL with 3 Maxim bulletins, but actually not going for any Maxims here. Maybe he's playing some mind games with Dusty. Does have access to that radio intercept, remember, so can keep tabs on what Dusty's building. This matchup is the ESL North America number 9 semi-finals, game number 2, and Dusty took out game 1. So PauL's got to take this one out, otherwise he's going to be eliminated from the tournament. See conscripts there try and juke the arc of that MG, and we saw Dusty actually just like force face the MG facing this way as he brought the greens up this way, so as PauL had to retreat his cons from those grenadiers, ran straight into the MG arc, and some pretty nice play there. Dusty getting quite aggressive and already stealing PauL's fuel, but PauL making a similar maneuver. Also putting down some sandbags here. It's going to be quite hard to remove him from that position.
The enemy is taking our territory.
It's kind of a tough retreat path. It depends if he goes off in this direction or this one. Okay, he's going this way. Could have been worse. If it went through the MG arc, it probably would have taken a lot more damage on retreat. So yeah, we've got PauL with some sandbags here now, camping on Dusty's fuel. So it's going to be pretty hard to get him out of there. He's gone with 3 cons. He's now retreated his engineers and he's putting down his tech structure. Okay. Going with tier 1. Going with the M3, not really viable anymore because of the 222 buff. So probably going to be seeing some snipers, and that was the way that PauL always used to play armored assault. He'd get like 2 or 3 snipers against Austere. That's how he did it against OMG Pop and TPI-1. Way back in the day. So a few engagements all over the map here. Ooh, and this is interesting timing. We see PauL sniper coming out just before Dusty's, but so PauL doesn't even know that Dusty has gone for a sniper yet, but it'll be interesting to see what he does with his sniper, if it hits the field before he hears the other sniper complete on radio intercept or not. Doesn't look like he'll get to the front lines before that will happen, so he'll be in a really good position now. Dusty probably not going to be expecting a sniper, because it's pretty rare to see Soviet snipers, honestly. And getting on the field slightly earlier, he can get this into a nice camouflage position for a counter snipe, so definitely got a slight edge here to PauL, even though he's slightly behind on map control right now. Oh, that's an interesting decision to retreat there. I don't know why he did that. You gotta be really careful with these Soviet snipers though. Their cloak is nowhere near as potent as the Austere sniper. They can come decloaked very, very easily. Oh, that's a real bad position there for Dusty. He's got to retreat. Yeah. Can't even stick around on that negative cover for the decap. Okay, now Sniper's doing some capping here. More snipers close-ish, but he doesn't have any eyeballs on what's actually capping this. I'm seeing over it down as tier 3. Doesn't have much fuel. He could go for a quad right now. That would actually work out really well. Bit down on manpower, and he's about 100 more manpower, but he's got the munitions. So that could be a pretty good idea. Conscripts managed to clear the arc. Oh, but that could be a nasty rifle grenade. It was. But he gets away, rounds the corner there. Lucky break for PauL, not losing those conscripts. These guys, no, still no kills. Well, this could be trouble. Here we go. Oh, ooh, I don't think Dusty saw that. Oh, but I think PauL might have seen that sniper. It just came decloaked across there. Oh, he's out of camo there. And down he goes. Nice pick up there by PauL. He's very patient with his sniper. Got that counter sniper now. He's fit to run rampage over Dusty. Dusty's probably going to be tempted, of course, to go for the 222. Try and counter this Soviet sniper. In fact, no, he's going for a mortar instead. Interesting decision. He hasn't put down his tech structure yet either. So he doesn't even have anything to really deal with this quad that's about to come in. And that's going to be a big trouble. This thing could get quite a few wipes and really run Dusty off the map here. And I'm not really sure why he went for the mortar. I know mortars are powerful, but especially the Austria one, very, very accurate. But I mean, he's going to take a Faust here, so that's going to slow him down at the very least. Yeah, mortar's very powerful, but more powerful against team weapons and such, which are more static. Give you more better chance of actually hitting them. Oh, well, this could be a dead squad here. Depends how much damage they do as they cross the road. Ooh, that was close. Very, very close.
This now belongs to the people and workers of the Soviet Union.
Dusty now finally got his tier 2 structure up. Probably a bit late for the 222 now, obviously. Now the quad's on the field, so he's probably going to be saving up for a pack, and in fact he's not actually reinforcing his squads just so he can get that pack going as quickly as possible, and I don't blame him. I think that's a fair idea. Oh, conscripts flank the machine gun with Ura.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
That's PauL's sniper doing. It's been racking up a few kills, 5, okay. Not amazing, but one of those kills is a sniper, so definitely paid for itself. Got to come in, try a few more kills on retreat just before the pack arrives. Oh, another sniper, okay. This is definitely similar to the armored assault of old from PauL. We saw him go for 3 snipers. But I've seen him try to use the strategy on this map before in ESL, and it hasn't worked out well for him. He certainly got off to a good start here though, so maybe it can work. No, I just feel it's a bit tough to use snipers that be ambushed quite easily, and there's this big road down the center, so any vehicles can just... Oh no! Wow, okay, well that's really bad. That is really bad. Down goes the quad. But yeah, back to what I was saying about snipers, there's this big road right down the center of the map, so if there's a sniper somewhere, like a vehicle can just come sprinting down this road and blast your snipers. PauL retreats there, doesn't want to get face melted by the MG in the garrison. And I can't blame him.
Stuka prepared to drop smoke. We may now deploy mechanized assault groups, Commander.
Okay, Dusty, going with the old German mechanized. This has been quite popular mainly for the spotting scopes and command tank. Loveness been making that one popular. And now he's going for a 2-2-2. Not a bad idea now. Obviously with the quad no longer on the field. Maybe able to get some work done with it. But PauL's pretty close to a T70, so he's probably going to have to play quite cautiously with this, more on the flanks rather than on the front lines, otherwise T70 will take it down. But you got to remember now, it does have that health buff. Went from 240 health to 320 health, so a pretty sizable health buff, if I'm honest. Makes it a lot more competitive against T70. He doesn't just die instantly. Also doesn't just die to like 2 cons throwing AT grenades at it. A lot more durable. Now here we see Dusty getting onto the correct side of the cover. If you saw my video earlier, you see why it did so much damage to those conscripts so quickly there, forcing them off. Didn't get many kills though. And we do see that PauL does have the medics in his base. No real dramas for him. So the 2-2-2 is gearing up there, maybe thinking about making a dive for those snipers. PauL still, I mean, quite late getting his T70 out. This is, okay, he's going for another con squad. I think this is a mistake. Probably get that T70, as I feel like as Soviets you kind of need T70 to try and get like 1 or 2 wipes, otherwise you just get outmuscled by these LMG grenadiers, or just generally superior support weapons, whilst here back in the mortar being much better than their Soviet counterparts. Getting some work done, just forcing a few squads back to retreat and so on. Not having a dramatic impact on the game. We see PauL has ticked to tier 2 now, he's bringing out a Maxim. And this is pretty necessary against grenadiers, otherwise you'll get outmuscled by them using the LMGs at range. You need to be able to suppress them, otherwise your cons will just get diced up. Okay, we've got some smoke coming in there for Dusty. The thing about this plane, it actually affords you a little bit of sight as well as it flies by. The plane itself gives you sight, so you can kind of use it as a cut price recon plane.
Light tank ready for orders. With me. We have the point secured, but the enemy wants it back.
So yeah, for 40 munitions, that's not a bad ability. How much does it cost on
Our HQ is under attack.
mortars? I don't know. Okay, so PauL a bit late with his T70, as I was saying. He's got, you know, like another T70's worth of fuel in the bank here. So we could have got this about 3 minutes ago, but oh well. We'll have to see how he gets on. He's got a window of time now before they both get to 9 CPs and that command tank comes out to really get some damage done. And once that command tank comes out, it'll be a lot harder for PauL to use his T70. There's the pack. Pack's in a complete wrong position here. Wow, this MG here in the garrison causing a few issues for PauL as he makes his way out of his base to the north. Now he's investing into a Zis gun. Maybe slightly premature. In fact, no, because he's heard Dusty has put down his tier 3. I didn't even see that because it's way back here in the corner. He's bringing out a Panzer IV, so that's radio intercept for you. So yeah, Dusty's fuel control up until this point must have been pretty good for him to get Enough fuel for a Panzer IV already. And honestly, PauL's snipers haven't been affording him that much map control. Using his quad was a pretty big blow.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Back now, moving to the north, and here comes the P4. We have AT grenades, remember, from PauL. But is this still back in his base? May try and double AT grenade here though, just to stop from chasing down his T70. Here goes one. Oh, he just got squished. Big time there. Oh, we could get finished here. One more squashed. What's he doing? He's lost control. Calm down. Man down. Complete loss of control there by PauL. Cost him a squad. Oh, this could be trouble here. He wants to get close to try and kill this squad, but his own sandbags here, blocking these T70 shots and allowing enough time for this P4 to rotate. Looks like he's going to set up a pack to try and catch it as it comes through. There we go. Oh, sniper in a bad spot. Both snipers in a bad spot, actually. There he goes. So yeah, we haven't seen many mines from PauL so far, and that's reflected in his hefty munitions pool. Nevertheless, Dusty does have a sweeper, so being on guard for them. But yeah, that's going to afford him plenty of standard attacks, and as you can see here, they've slightly changed the icon now. It's got like a bullseye there on it. I think that means that it's the loiter rather than just the strafe. I think that's what the the bullseye means, because the advanced warfare one doesn't actually have that bullseye on it. So it's a nice way of them trying to differentiate between abilities there, making it a bit easier to understand for new players.
The enemy is taking our territory.
This could be trouble. Oh, he even had sight there. Does he have spotting scopes in this already? He does. That's why he had sight for that pack shot. So the way spotting scopes work is when it's stationary, they actually double your line of sight. So we can see how far you can see that 222. And that's not even with the Vet 2 sight bonus yet. Vet 2, this game's plus 30% sight, I think. So yeah, 30% sight doubled. It's just absurd how far it can see, and that's why it's so popular these days. I think, yeah, you can see about 120 range. I think that's what it comes to at the end of the day. So Dusty using his smoke there, trying to protect his MG from the snipers. So maybe they're going to rethink their approach, maybe come around a bit. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. North a bit more. No, he's just waiting until it runs out. See, Dusty making use of this infantry awareness. I can't even remember what this does. Now I'm going with the P4 command tank. This thing is so good, buffing your troops, giving that durability bonus to everything. Makes them a lot harder to kill. Also very strong against infantry. It's short barrel gun, very potent against inf. And yeah, that's going to make his existing Panzer IV that much more durable and that much more formidable. But when it comes to snipers, doesn't matter. They'll still kill a model each shot. How are they going? 11 kills and 10 kills. So honestly, this is not a very good rate of return so far from these snipers. Oh, this could be trouble here. There's a 4 coming in from the side. We've got T70 here, and we've got the Zis facing the wrong direction. P4 misses his first shot though. Cons could come in with AT grenade. Just still facing the wrong direction. There we go. Does take engine damage. Rounds the sight blocker there though. And he's also blocked a lot of line of sight. Looks like Cons are going to stay in the hunt here. Maybe try to get another volley of AT grenades off. Oh, but he took a nasty shot there. And he was rounding that corner. Just coming in here. Try to get some shots in. Oh, he pops the smoke pots again. Will he get one shot in? No, it doesn't aim in the nick of time. I think PauL.A.D's going to have to abandon that. The P4 command tech, while this is all going on, making a charge straight down the center, forcing back all these snipers. And also forcing the Zis to rethink its approach. One AT grenades off. Here's the second one. No, didn't quite get it off. Oh, but the Cons go down there. I think PauL.A.D forgot about it, and now he's going to lose his Zis as well to these LNG Grens, who's on the negative cover there. Big problems now for PauL.A.D. Does have enough fuel for an IS-2, so all is not lost, but he's pretty much pegged in his base right here. Now we see Dusty trying to kill this Zis, but he's not having much luck hitting it, unfortunate for him. There we go, one more shot will go down. Oh, is he popping the smoke again? He's really been making good use of this smoke pots so far. He does have LMGs already upgraded onto all of his squads, so it's not like he's got anything else to spend it on right now. In particular, at least, he could go for a few tellers or whatnot. So this did actually end up getting killed there by that pack, so that's a big blow to PauL.A.D. Gonna have quite a lot of trouble dealing with these 2 medium tanks with infantry alone while he waits for these last 2 command points and the IS-2 to arrive. He's just bringing his troops out in a bit of a cluster, which does make him quite vulnerable to these mortars as he advances, but he's kind of spearheading his way forwards. We've got the Maxim putting down some suppression, the snipers picking off units quite effectively. Oh, here comes the T70 trying to get a cheap kill on the mortar, I think. This is going to be trouble for him. He's got a nasty retreat path here. Pack gets one shot off, but he's going to get clear, and he pops the crew repair there as well, so no real issues there, and their mortar will live to fight another day. Well, T70, what is he doing there? Why did he bring it back around this way? That was just really reckless from PauL.A.D. He just like left it going up this way or down here. Would have been safe, but he brought it back around in front of the arc of the pack, and that was a big misplay from PauL.A.D. Oh, Dusty's going to make use of the smoke pots again to try and cover the escape excuse me, of his Panzer IV. He's really making those smoke pots work for him.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
But here comes the Stuka strafe. I mean, no, not the Stuka strafe, 2 strafe. And some damage down onto Dusty's inf. Of course, the 222 can shoot down planes. It's not the best anti-air, but it works. And so does the Pintle.
We have 300 points remaining.
Oh, there we go. And they get it. Honestly, I think the 222 is not that much worse than the Flak Panzer when it comes to AA. But that's not really saying that much. Flak Panzer not nearly as good as the Centaur Black half-track, for example. Or even the AA half-track, the American one. Probably pretty similar to the quad performance. Oh, P4 command tank getting a bit frisky here, coming forwards. And he doesn't have access to smoke. He's got to be quite careful with it. In fact, there he goes. He tries to smoke it off again. And that actually came in handy here because he kind of made a mistake there with his retreat path. He needs to get a bit further away from that Zis. This is what Paul's been waiting for. Finally on the field, the IS-2. And pretty good time for it to hit. Only got one pack and both the Panzer IVs are weak right now. So this could make some big inroads for Paul, and he needs it to because he's quite far behind in terms of map control. But if we look at VPs, Dusty only with a slight VP edge here. Oh, this could be a dead Panzer IV here. Needs to use the target weak point. Oh, but it doesn't penetrate. That was unlucky. Target weak point increases its chance to penetrate, but I guess against the IS-2 nothing is guaranteed. And that's an unlucky break there for Dusty. Could have put some good damage onto that IS-2 there and forced it back for repairs for quite a long time. And that would really hurt Paul here because he doesn't have any combat engineers whatsoever, so he can't even repair it. See Dusty going with the Stug. This thing's got a pretty tremendous rate of fire really, and solid penetration, so pretty good complement to the rest of his force. And with that command tank aura buffing up his health, should make it a bit more durable. Ooh, IS-2 nearly wipes out their Pyro squad. But here comes the Stug. It's 2 penetrating shots off on the IS-2, so now that is back for repairs. He may actually use the crew repair this time because he's got the munitions and he doesn't have any combat engineers, but I'd recommend putting it to a slightly safer location than right here if he actually wants to execute that maneuver. It's not that expensive, you know, 30 munitions. Probably worth his time. Instead, he's going to use another Sternovic strafe. It's a little bit of damage off onto the mortar crew there. You pause, hoping it doesn't get shot down like the last one.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So the plane is circling, but it doesn't have line of sight of any units, so it's not targeting anything right now. Perhaps Dusty would be wise to put another MG onto his Stug, even though it's not really that good against infantry. It would be quite useful at shooting down these strafing runs.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Did it get shot down already? No, it's worn off. So yeah, that was a bit of a waste of munitions there by Paul, I feel. He just popped it off there. I mean, it got a little bit of damage off on this mortar, but he didn't have sight of anything else, and really just put a damper on Dusty's expansions out of his base. But I mean, Dusty was already back here trying to repair all his tanks anyway, so really didn't cause him any issues, and a massive waste of munitions there by Paul. IS-2 back up to full. Looks like he did indeed use that crew repair. Man, this austere mortar, man, this thing is just like so good. It's absolutely crazy how good that mortar is. Mediums versus heavy, trading blows. Got Rens here. They need one more shot though to penetrate before they can actually cause engine damage on the IS-2, and they just abandoned that. Oh man, this IS-2 is cleaning out some greens right now. Last 2 shots have been positively lethal. Looks like a mortar shall land on those 2 snipers, so I want to check their kills. Also done a pretty good job keeping them both alive and not really bleeding many models from them, but I don't know how many kills he's got yet. 25, 20. Okay, he's been doing a little bit better in the last few minutes. You do want to be like 1 kill a minute, I feel. If you've had them since close to the start of the game. So he's probably been averaging that. Oh, there's going to be trouble here. Cons up close with this Panzer IV, and it's within the threshold range there for a Faust. I mean, AT grenade. Pack refaces. Oh, gets a nice shot off there. Oh, but there's this on the side. Doesn't manage to kill the Strug though. Lucky break there for Dusty. I feel like Paul needs to be a bit more diligent with the snipers, but here they come now. Try and clear out this pack. No, he's going to work on the greens instead. Oh, and now this is stunned here. Could take engine damage. There he goes, he's lining it up. Off it goes. Snipers continue to pick away at these advancing greens though. Oh, but here comes the Stug. Ice 2 focusing on the greens. Dusty pops smoke, trying to cause a few issues here with the sight. Down goes the Stug. AT grenades going to be coming in on these two. No, he focuses both AT grenades on this Panzer IV, trying to knock it out because this thing won't be very effective against the Ice 2. Yep, down it goes. Where's that pack? Like this back, and now this could also go down. No, he manages to get clear just in the nick of time, but yeah, Dusty needed his pack in that engagement, but I think he sent it back for reinforcements and then he tried to bring it in there at the very end, but a bit too late and ends up costing himself 2 medium tanks. Kind of a lucky break there from Paul as well, as IS-2 was bouncing quite a few shots. But yeah, also Dusty continues to use the smoke extremely effectively, so that is certainly to his credit. How's he doing for sight now? Okay, 222's not in the best spot for sight. He could bring it up to his road. Would synergize really well with this mortar. In fact, he's got 2 mortars now. I didn't notice when he built a second one. One's got 21 and the other one's got 5. So yeah, I mean that synergizes really well with the spotting scopes, the mortar. Always having targets for it to shoot at. Really maximizing its damage.
Securing our territory.
Looks like Paul's splitting up his snipers now. Interesting decision. Usually this can be a bit too taxing on your micro. Oh, and this could be trouble here. 222's going in for the kill. Is this gun rotating? 222's turret was facing the wrong direction. First burst, not very effective. Is this in the wrong direction still? And 222 doesn't chase this, misses. Okay, that was a close call there. Paul could have lost his sniper there quite easily. If things were a bit more in his favour. No, just his favour. IS-2 now completed the crew repair. Back up to full. Ready for some more action. Dusty going for another Strug. So it looks like he's going to be sticking with the mediums. Man, these mortars just continue to tear up Paul. IS-2 making its way to the north. Perhaps Dusty heard it through the fog of war, retreats, but this MG came around the wrong side of the garrison here. Probably going to die. No, IS-2 still on prioritized vehicles. Whoops. Now he switches it off. A bit late though, and MG does get cleared. Bit of a misplay there by Paul. Well, he's retreating his snipers. Here comes the Panzer IV command tank. Putting some damage onto this gun. IS-2's now rotating, but there's a bit of a trap here from Dusty. He's got a pack and a Stug ready to fire as the IS-2 rotates. And here it comes. And there they go, firing on it. One shot connects. Oh, two shots connect there. Don't know how he's got sight. Has he got... Oh, he's got spotting scopes on a Stug now as well. Okay. That's pretty nice. That's nice play by Dusty getting his Stug spotting scopes, and he's prioritizing that over the machine guns as well. Oh, Con's taking heavy damage to these S-mines. Oh my god. I was in big trouble. Oh, and they get wiped by the IS-2. Nice pick up there by the sniper IS-2 combination. Looks like PauL is ticked to tier 4. This is a rare sight from PauL. One of the more prominent complaints or criticisms of PauL in the past is that he never ticks to tier 4. He just always saves up his fuel once he gets one IS-2. That's not the case here. Oh, what's the IS-2 doing here? Looks like the command tank going to work on the ZIS. Double Stug, so causing a few issues for this IS-2. It's bouncing a lot of shots. Main gun destroyed though. That's going to go down. Unless the next two shots bounce, and they don't. This does get decrewed. So yeah, double Stugs making short work of that IS-2. Nicely played here by Dusty. And now Dusty's about to set up a triple cap. Already up 90 VPs behind here. Can't afford to get suffering under a triple cap, but that's going to be the situation until PauL takes up another 300 odd manpower for that IS-2. Oh, this could be trouble here. Got to be so careful with these snipers now because he doesn't have any tanks. In fact, no. PauL not going for the IS-2, going for an Su-85, a very rare unit to see. This will be interesting. Su-85 outranges their Stug by 10 range, and usually would have a sight advantage on it, but Stugs with the spotting scope probably actually have a sight advantage on it. I think they'll be able to see for 70 range, and the Su-85 will only be able to see for 60, so they should actually have the sight advantage. And I think they also have a rate of fire advantage, so I think this is probably going to go quite poorly. A lot of people think that the Su-85 is quite terrible, and it, honestly, before it gets Vet 2 and Vet 3, it is just dreadful, like really. Especially when you compare it to the Jagdpanzer 4, which, like, with its like OP as camouflages, so strong. If it wasn't for the camouflage, I think the Jagdpanzer 4 would be alright. Here we go, Stug's coming in from the side, taking an Su-85 shot though. Oh damn. What's that about? But the Su-85, of course, misses its second shot. Pretty inaccurate gun. I think it's got more than enough penetration though to penetrate every single shot on the Stug, even at max range. Probably the same for the Stugs though against the Su-85, so here we go. Stug could be in trouble here if he takes engine damage. Looks like Constant get a grenade off though. We've got a couple S-mines here, but we've also got sweepers. And this is just such a nice spot to put an MG, like so close to your base, no risk of losing it, but covering that central VP. I'm just trying to close in for AT grenade. Stug's doing a little bit of damage, but not that much. Oh no, what's going on here? SU-85 doing some unusual maneuvers, almost backing into this engagement. Maybe Dusty amount of hurts through fog war spotted or something. I didn't realise you get spine scopes on the P4 command tank as well. Wow. So he's just spotting scopes all around. Oh, one of those snipers went down. I must have missed that, unfortunately. And that happened at some point. Oh, SU-85 from the side here. Strug's trying to rotate. Oh, he's taking some good hits. Doesn't want to use focus sight if he doesn't have to. It does slow your mobility down quite heavily. Just take a while to come off cooldown as well. I just pop in and out of it willy-nilly. Looks like Paul's trying to save up for that IS-2. He's getting pretty close. No, he's going for resist now. Okay, maybe he heard that the Panther was on the field and this is a reaction to that, but it looked like he was saving for the IS-2, but now pretty much nowhere near the IS-2. Even the Panther's getting spotting scopes. Spotting scopes all around. And now his infantry is just getting out-muscled. He's got Vet 3 cons, but they're no match for these LMG Grenadiers. And these double mortars just raining down here. We've got 10 kills on this one, 23 on the other. And this is largely due to the sight afforded to Dusty by all these spotting scopes. So a pretty nice synergy we're seeing here in Dusty's army. Gonna have to switch over to this camera angle here, try and capture the action. SU-85 shooting at long range. Oh, we got some greens coming in from the side here though. That's a stolen MG42 though. Very careful with that. Probably get bombed on by these mortars.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. We have hammered the enemy down to 50 points. Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Okay, so Paul brings in this strafe. Once again though, he doesn't really have much sight of any infantry, so after that first strafe that came in, plane's not really up to much good. I think you can do 3 strafes if you have sight, so once again Paul not maximising the efficiency of this. Sounds like it should maybe shot it down. Oh, 222 shot it down. How's it doing for plane kills? Okay, it's just got 1. Something shot it down and got promoted. Oh well. Wow, this P4 command tank, 37 kills. As I was saying before, this thing's so deadly against infantry. Paul actually going for his IS-2 now. So it's going to come down to this next armor engagement. Paul's very low on VPs. He needs to make some big plays here. He needs to probably kill 1 or 2 of these Strugs. That'll probably be the easiest target. Here we go. Strug in a bit of trouble. Away from the pack. Looks like IS-2's just going to charge head on into the Strug. And down he goes. I think the issue there with the Strug was not actually in range of the P4 command tank, so it wasn't getting that durability bonus from its aura. Now we got the SU-85 coming in backwards though. This could be trouble. IS-2's on the hunt. Ooh, gets a good shot off there. Needs SU-85 here for backup. SU-85 still trying to reface. We'll target weak point here. Panther's going to try to get to the rear armor of the IS-2. Here comes the SU-85. IS-2 could go down here. In fact, he's facing his rear armor to this pack. This main gun destroyer, that's a big blow. One more shot and it will go down. There he goes. SU-85 finally comes and gets the Panther in return, but he really needs that IS-2 alive now. So far behind on VPs, and if we look at army size, we see Dusty's still got an army size advantage. Here comes a stroke from the side, trying to knock out the SU-85. Oh, and he does with the pack from the clutch angle, but the Zis gets the return just as it got decrewed there. Got the revenge shot off. So a lot of armor deaths on both sides, but of course PauL not really that close to another vehicle, whereas Dusty bringing in another Panther immediately. Obviously due to his superior map control for the last 10 minutes or so. Oh, but there we go. Dusty finally manages to decrew that Vet 3 pack. That's a big win for him, but he could lose his sniper here on retreat. Depends on how these LMGs burst away here. Wow, no way does that get away. That is just dumb, crazy dumb luck. So dodges the rifle grenade there, nicely done. Needs to get a few shots off on this P4 command tank though, otherwise P4 command tank's going to shred through these cons. Lucky for PauL actually though. That tank wreck was soaking up a couple hits from a P4 command tank, so looks like they're going to be able to no, maybe they can't complete the cap because here comes the Vet 3 G42. A P4 command tank's trying to kill the retreating Zis gun, not much to stop it here. One more shot and there it goes. Here comes the Panther now as well. This is more than PauL can handle right now. It looks like Dusty trying to kill the decrewed Zis, but it gets recrewed by those cons. He's trying to reface it now. It's probably going to go down though. One more good command tank shot, but the command tank can actually land its shot. Takes engine damage. Is he going to go down here? One more shot and he will. No, he doesn't have line of sight there. Switches his focus to the Panther. Panther's going to circle strafe the AT gun though. Probably needs to start backing this into base so he can reinforce it at the very least. Looks like his micro stretched the absolute limit though. It's been a pretty hectic game. Now he's reacting. And Dusty about to set up the triple cap. 30 VPs remaining. PauL not going to last long now. Got the SU-85 out, ready to roll. He's probably going to make a charge for the center here. There's a sniper and SU-85. And send some lone squads out the side to try and cap it. Dusty's got his pintle upgraded, so he's going to try to prevent this cap. Here comes the SU-85. Where's the P4 command? Okay, that's still damaged engine. And oh, Dusty hasn't even recruited that pack either. SU-85 got a bit out of control there. Where's he going? It's one shot off on the Panther. Now Panther's going to try to juke it. And it doesn't even matter actually. He's going to run out of VPs. Whew, well. Nice medium tank play there by Dusty. His use of spotting scopes I think was probably one of the deciding factors here. Allowed for his mortars to rack up just absurd amounts of kills, and he was pretty good with his pack as well, knocking out PauL's tanks with that target weak point stun, and just generally pretty good pack positioning. Yeah, so anyway, wrap on that. If you guys would like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.